Imagine this. It's 6 a.m. The city is still asleep. No honking, no rush, no noise. Inside a modest-looking house, a man pours himself a cup of black coffee and sits near the window. No luxury cars in the driveway. No gold chains. No flashy lifestyle on display. Yet this man is worth several $1 million. Not because he won a lottery. Not because he inherited wealth. And not because he earns the highest salary in the room. He is wealthy because of habits. That's the uncomfortable truth most people don't like to hear. Millionaires are not created by miracles. They are built silently, slowly, and consistently, through decisions that look boring on the outside but are powerful on the inside. Today's video is not about get rich quick. It's about stay rich for life. And more importantly, these are financial habits you can adopt, no matter where you are starting from. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, a researcher was given an unusual task. He was asked to study people who had built wealth from scratch, first-generation millionaires. Not celebrities, not influencers, ordinary people with extraordinary discipline. What surprised him wasn't how much they earned. It was how they thought. Their mindset toward money was completely different from the average person. And once you understand these habits, you'll realize that wealth is not a destination. It's a system. Let's break that system down. Habit 1. Millionaires pay themselves first. Most people follow this formula. Income, expenses, savings. If anything is left. Millionaires reverse it. Income, savings, and investments, expenses. Here's the story of Ramesh, a mid-level employee. He earned a decent salary, but by the end of every month, his bank balance was close to zero. He blamed inflation, responsibilities, and bad luck. Then one day, he decided to do something radical. The moment his salary hit his account, he transferred 20% into a separate investment account. No discussion. No emotions. No excuses. Whatever remained was his real income. At first, it felt uncomfortable. He had to cut down on unnecessary expenses, fewer impulse purchases, more conscious decisions. But within a year, something magical happened. He stopped worrying about money, not because he earned more, but because he controlled his money before it controlled him. Millionaires don't save what is left after spending. They spend what is left after saving. Habit 2. They live below their means, even when they can afford more. Here's a truth that might shock you. Many millionaires live in ordinary homes, drive average cars, and wear simple clothes. Why? Because they understand the difference between looking rich and being rich. There's a powerful story of a man who became a millionaire in his early 40s. When his friends found out, they expected upgrades, luxury cars, big houses, expensive holidays. But nothing changed. When asked why, he smiled and said, "My freedom matters more than my image." He knew that every unnecessary upgrade was a future burden, maintenance, EMIs, lifestyle inflation. Most people increase expenses when income increases. Millionaires increase investments. They don't ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "Does this help me grow?" Habit 3. Millionaires think long-term, not short-term. Average people ask, "How can I make money this month?" Millionaires ask, "Where will I be in 10 years?" This long-term thinking changes everything. There's a story of two colleagues, same age, same salary. One spent money on instant pleasures, gadgets, parties, branded items. The other invested regularly even when returns were slow. After 15 years, the difference was shocking. One was still worried about EMIs. The other had financial freedom. The secret wasn't intelligence. It was patience. Millionaires understand compounding. They respect time. They are willing to delay gratification today for a bigger reward tomorrow. They don't chase quick profits. They build systems that grow quietly in the background. Habit 4. They track every rupee and dollar. Most people don't know where their money goes. Millionaires know exactly. Not because they are greedy, but because they are aware. There's a woman who built a net worth of millions while running a small business. Her secret? Every expense was tracked. She reviewed her finances weekly, not yearly. She treated money like a business partner. If something wasn't adding value, it was eliminated. Tracking money is not about restriction. It's about direction. When you see you're spending clearly, you naturally make better decisions. Millionaires don't guess. They measure. Habit 5. They invest before they feel ready. One of the biggest lies people believe is, I'll start investing when I earn more. Millionaires don't wait. They start small. They start early. They start scared. There's a young man who began investing with a very small amount. His returns were slow, almost boring. But he was consistent. Years later, those small investments turned into something powerful. Not because of the amount, but because of time and discipline. Millionaires know that waiting for the perfect moment is the fastest way to miss opportunities. They act first. They learn along the way. Habit 6. They avoid bad debt like poison. Not all debt is bad, but most people use it badly. Millionaires avoid debt that steals their future, high-interest loans, credit card debt, unnecessary EMIs. They understand that debt can quietly destroy wealth. There's a story of a couple earning well but drowning in debt. Every raise they got went into paying interest, not building assets. Contrast this with a millionaire who uses debt only when it helps grow income, like a business or a productive asset. They don't use debt to impress people. They use it strategically or not at all. Habit 7. They build multiple streams of income. Millionaires rarely depend on a single source of income. They understand one simple truth. If your income stops, your life shouldn't. Some start with side businesses. Some invest in assets. Some build skills that pay royalties over time. There's a teacher who started creating online content after work hours. Slowly, it grew into a second income, then a third. When one income slowed down, others supported him. Millionaires don't put all eggs in one basket. They build safety through diversification. Habit 8. They continuously learn about money. Here's something most schools never teach: financial education. Millionaires read books about money. They listen to podcasts. They learn from mistakes. They don't outsource all financial decisions blindly. A millionaire once said, "I don't need to know everything, but I need to know enough." They understand basic investing, taxes, cash flow, and risk. While others scroll endlessly, millionaires upgrade their financial intelligence. Because money respects knowledge. Habit 9. They surround themselves with growth-oriented people. Your environment shapes your habits. Millionaires are careful about who influences their thinking. They avoid constant negativity. They seek people who discuss ideas, not just problems. There's a story of a man who changed nothing in his life except one thing: his circle. Within 5 years, his income, confidence, and mindset transformed. Not because others gave him money, but because they raised his standards. Millionaires know that mindset is contagious. Habit 10. They believe wealth is built, not won. Finally, the most important habit. Millionaires don't wait for luck. They believe wealth is created through consistent action, not miracles. They fail. They make mistakes. They lose money sometimes. But they don't quit, because they see money as a long-term game. While others chase shortcuts, millionaires build foundations. Brick by brick. Habit by habit. So here's the real question. Which habit will you adopt today? You don't need to become a millionaire tomorrow. You just need to think like one today. Because your financial future is not decided by your salary. It's decided by your habits. Start small. Stay consistent. Trust the process. And one day, someone will look at your life and say, "It happened quietly, but it happened." If this story made you think, hit like. If you want more videos like this, subscribe. And remember, your money should work for you, not the other way around. See you in the next video.